Welcome everyone. In this chapter, we are going to see Linux file system hierarchy. In Linux and many other operating systems, the directory structure is like a tree-like hierarchy. The Linux directory structure is very well defined. You can see in this image at the top that is root file system, and then below that all its children are specific folder with specific purpose. Slash bin, slash opt, slash boot, slash root, slash dev, slash temp, slash user, slash mount, etc. Let's jump into the terminal. When I type ls to list the directory inside root, you can find these folder. Let's display in different way. Remember, in the previous chapter, we have installed tree package. Let's use that tree hyphen l to set the directories. Let's set to up to 2 level and then slash. You can see, and let me just use less, and you can see that slash bin up to user bin, and then there is a boot directory which has all these files and folders, and then cd-rom, then dev, okay, and these are all devices, and then etc. Okay, these are all those folders. Now let's understand what each of these folder does. Slash, which is also known as root file system, is the top level directory of the file system. The next important directory is slash bin. It contains all user executable files. The next is slash boot, which contains the static bootloader and kernel executable and configuration files which are required to boot the Linux machine. Slash dev, which contain the devices files for each hardware attached to the system. Remember that these are not device drivers, rather they are files that represent each device on the computer. Slash etc, which contains the local system configuration files for the computer machine. Slash home, it is called the home directory of the users. Slash lib, it contains the shared library files required to boot the system. Slash media, which is a place to mount external removable media devices such as USB, thumb drivers that might be connected to the host. Slash mnt, it is a temporary mount point for the regular file system that can be used by administrator for the repairing or working on the file system. Slash opt, it is a folder dedicated to keep optional files such as vendor supplied application programs. Slash root, this is different than the root file system, which is slash. It is the home directory for the root user. Slash sbin, this folder contains the system binary files. These are executable, which is used for system administration. Slash temp, it is also called the system temporary directory, which is used by the operating system and many programs to store temporary files. User can also store files here temporarily. Slash user, this folder can contain shareable and read-only files, which can include executable binaries, libraries, man files, and other type of documentation. Slash var, the variable data files are stored in the slash var directory. This can include log files, MySQL and other databases, web server data files, email inboxes, and many more. Slash proc, this is one of the useful folder for the processes as it contains useful information about the processes including the currently running processes. It is also regarded as the control and information center for the kernel. The slash proc file system also provide a communication medium between kernel space and user space. That's all about the Linux file system hierarchy. I hope now you understand which directory is for which purpose. Thanks for watching. In the next chapter, we are going to work with files and directory related commands. See you in the next chapter.